Christian. It is Thursday night. I got home a little while ago, but I'm really excited to answer some of your questions. First of all, you asked why I love Nerdfighteria. That's a bit of a complicated question. I love it for a lot of reasons. I love that everyone has different interests and yet we all manage to somehow cooperate. I love it because it introduces me to a wide variety of TV shows and games and music and facts and interests that I've never heard of before. I also like it because it touches a lot of people all over the world. I've met nerdfighters from India, nerdfighters from, parts of Europe, all over North and South America. It's just really, really incredible. Australia too. Have never met any from, the place up there. What's it called? Why can't I remember? I cannot remember. The Arctic. Thank you. Antarctica. I've never met anyone from Antarctica. That will be a challenge for me, like lifelong goal is to find a nerd fighter from Antarctica. That'd be really cool. Second question, why are we scared of questions? I'm assuming you're talking about humanity in general, and I think that's because a lot of things can be revealed about yourself by answering questions. Even simple questions like what's your favorite color, or what's your favorite sport, or what do you like to do on weekends, they reveal a lot more to the person that we're talking to if the person is paying attention in the right ways. And that kind of creeps me out personally because I don't really know, I don't know why this person is asking these questions. It gets my curiosity. I don't know. I like questions because you get to learn a lot about the other person, but I think some people are scared of them because they don't know how much they're giving away and they have to be careful, I guess. I suppose if you have like a secret or something, I prefer not to lie. That sounds bad. I do tell white lies, like, yeah, Mom, the chowder you made was really great. But I try not to lie about big things. And I don't know, I don't really have a secret, so I'm not really worried. If I'm talking to someone, I'll be self-conscious and think, oh, did I say something stupid? Or, that comment probably didn't sound very intelligent. But I won't be trying to guard secrets or whatever, unless, my little sister asks me what I'm getting her for Hanukkah, and in that case, nothing. And the third question, the craziest election day comment. There's actually a story behind this. If you've never heard of Vermin Supreme, you should definitely Google. This wasn't exactly election day, but it goes with the whole election deal. Personally, for me, I try not to get into politics. I consider myself informed. I like to know what's going on, but I don't like to get into it too much. I don't like to talk about it with other people. I will respect your opinion unless it is on there are a few topics where just I'm right and everybody else is wrong. But that's only a few topics. But Vermin Supreme is a man in New Hampshire who every year runs for president in the primary elections, and he's awesome. He wears a boot for a head. He has decided that every family should own a pony. He has great ideas for this country, but I think the thing I like best about him is that while doing all of these ridiculous things, he points out sort of the flaws in the American governmental system. He talks about the stuff that people aren't paying attention to. They're, so focused on all these big promises of tax cuts and, opportunity for everyone and stuff, not necessarily recognizing that where are these tax cuts going to come from, or what, if we don't have to pay that much more in taxes, then what are we going to have to sacrifice? he just sort of pokes holes in some of the things that, in my opinion, need to be poked in. I think that it's important for America to figure out what's best for the country and what's best for the people, and we need to, in my opinion, stop voting for whoever. If I were a Republican, then I don't necessarily have to vote Republican, or if I were Democrat, I don't necessarily have to vote for Democrat. But I feel like we're picking parties and not candidates, and that's just not okay with me. But the craziest election day comment has to do with Vermin Supreme. It was in my economics class, actually. We saw a clip of Vermin Supreme, and my economics teacher always likes to say that the three most important words of any sort of business, if you're going into business, the three most important words to know are people are stupid, which is true to some extent. Wow, this video is really long. But we were watching a Vermin Supreme video, and Vermin Supreme said something along the lines of, and I would like to be your dictator because I know what's best for you. And a kid in the back of my class said, you know what? I think that I'm going to grow up and be a dictator. And everyone's like, oh, well, okay, whatever. And maybe he will, maybe he won't. But it just struck me as odd that, someone could feel so disgusted with the government that they would decide to be the dictator of America. This person went on then to describe how they would take over America, I believe, using giant meatballs. So I don't know how that plan's gonna work, but if you ever see a giant meatball rolling down the street, then you'll know what happened. Alright, I'm going to sign off for now. I will see you on Sunday.